Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Washington, Illinois, Washington Community High School, home of the Panthers, as they are hosting the Canton Lady Giants in high school soccer action tonight. Washington enters tonight's game. They are 2-1 as they have wins. Lost their opening game 2-0, but have shut out Princeton and Macomb and are on a 2-game winning streak. Canton, on the other hand, started the season with a 0-0 tie, then lost 2-0, 2-0, and then now they're on a 4-game winning streak. And in 4 of the 5 games, it has involved shutouts. So the keeper for Canton doing a tremendous job here in the early part of the season. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show here from Washington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, Bartonville, Farmington, and Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillen, your agent. By Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton. By Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A. And by Bixler Video Productions. Call us for more information about underwriting. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, located in Farmington and in Canton. By Canton NAPA, located on North 1st Avenue in Canton. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD? Call us for more information. And we welcome you back to Babcock Field in Washington. I'm Mark Bixler, glad to be with you. And it is high school girls soccer tonight as we are just underway. Washington with possession to start this game off. And we apologize if we don't get numbers exactly on time. Lauren Ely, as she passed the ball off and chasing it down, that is Zoe Trapp. Trapp with it, brings it, centers it, and it is going to be booted out by Canton. Washington with it on the far side. And Canton with that, as with that steal, it was Claire Ford, and Washington getting it back. It's the first time Canton has played on turf this year. So we'll see how they fare speed-wise. Ely, as that is taken, I believe that might have been Strantz, Madison Strantz, but not positive on that. Canton entering tonight's game, they are 4-1-1. Washington is 2-1. Washington with it. As they get it down, Canton gets it down on the Washington end, but it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be Strantz with the throw-in for Canton, a Canton throw-in. And it is down into the corner as Kayla Stockoff couldn't get it. It'll be a corner kick. Strantz will do the honors with the corner kick for the Lady Giants. No score. We're just underway here in the first half of this Mid-Illini soccer game, girls soccer game. Cleared out as Strantz brings it back to the center. Washington clears it out as getting it downfield is Josie Morgan. She'll dribble it down court, but it's taken away. That was Claire Ford. Washington maintains possession. They get it down the left side. Zoe Trapp, she'll center the ball. And it is going to be a shot on goal, but it's wide to the left. So Canton avoiding that situation. And Carmen Abadeski will goal kick the ball out. Washington comes up with that steal off the goal kick. Morgan, and again it goes wide to the left, and it'll be a Canton goal kick. "40-minute halves in high school soccer, both boys and girls. Boys play a fall season, girls play a spring season. That's a little different than some states that I've lived in and called ball games for. In Ohio, where I came from before moving to Illinois 11 years ago, both boys and girls play their seasons in the fall. But I believe, if memory serves me correct, in Alabama, it was as it is here. Girls play in the spring and boys play in the fall. Looked like it could have been a handball, but no call. And it is out of bounds, and I believe it's going to be a goal kick for Washington, as that's Macy Benavong will center it on the goal kick. And it'll be another goal kick. Corner kick, I should say that one was, not a goal kick. This is a goal kick. Abadusky will do the honors. Washington coming up with it and chasing it down as they'll shoot it up the near sideline. And it rolls out of bounds, and it'll be another goal kick for Canton. Well, if you notice, some schools play soccer games on a more narrow field using the football field. In this case, not the case, and it will be a much wider field. And it will be a throw-in, Canton throw-in, as Strantz throwing it in. We apologize as once in a while camera-wise getting a little off, trying to focus on running the camera and doing play-by-play, but looking at the viewfinder, sometimes you lose the ball. Really nice gamble by Abadusky, and it's out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Lady Giants. First half here, no score. Canton and Washington at Babcock Field in Washington, Illinois. Washington chasing it down, and it is kicked out of bounds, and it should be a throw-in, Canton throw-in, as Strantz will throw it in for the Lady Giants. And let's see, they miss an opportunity. I believe that was, I'm not sure who that was. I couldn't see the number exactly, or Canton. But they might have had an opportunity for a shot on goal, but didn't get it. That is off the bar. I think Abadusky probably would have saved that if it hadn't been, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be, looks like it's going to be, I say it's off of Canton, so it'll be a corner kick for Washington. Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions. We do want to encourage those watching tonight's ball game to let those businesses who are helping underwrite games and events and Bixler Video Productions shows on Canton Public Access TV. Abadusky comes out and she'll kick the ball away. as that is Kara Jacobs. She'll bring it back. It might be Keeley that she kicked it to, but might not. Might have been Madison Campbell. Now they'll regroup and bring it back downfield. No score here in the first half. The aggressiveness. This is a Canton team that has struggled through the years. They're getting off to a quick start. 4-1-1, as we said, as that's a save by Abaduski. So far, a relatively clean game. That'll be a Washington throw-in. Beautiful night for high school soccer. A bit cool, but not sure what that whistle was, but a violation, and that'll be a Canton throw-in, I believe. Lady Giants throw it in. It's kicked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Canton. A Canton throw in. And again, knocked out of bounds. Canton throw in. I've always called soccer games since about 1998. And I started doing Dayton Christian games in Ohio on Christian radio station based in the Dayton market. As that maintains possession, but I've always likened this to a basketball with your feet. And of course, the goal is a lot wider than a basketball goal. Out of bounds, and it'll be a Canton throw in. I believe that's going to be, no, not Strantz this time, as it is Kaylin Jones with that throw in. Canton loses possession, and Washington comes away with it. Played almost 11 minutes here, so down to about 29 minutes remaining. That'll be a goal kick, and this time Dusky is not doing the honors. It was one of the defenders. You have that option. Let's see, Washington comes out with it. She said, I like the aggressiveness, the cleanness. Both teams tonight. The pass is picked off, and Washington comes up with it. Zoe Trapp, she'll pass it off. Canton with the steal, it's booted the other way. Washington chasing it down. But Canton comes up with it on the far side. Swope. Came up with that steal. That was Swope anyway. Strands. Byers, she'll pass it back and booting it forward as they try to center it, and Washington comes up with a steal. They'll pass it ahead, but Canton takes it off, and that is Kaylin Jones. Ahead it goes, and it's going to be offsides. So the late call offsides, but 26:51 and counting down here. Tonight from Washington. Glad to be with you here from Washington. Site of Washington High School football, but Babcock Field is also the site of Washington boys and girls soccer. Now that they have turf, they used to play down in kind of a valley that was on a hill, kind of near the baseball diamond. Since they put the turf in here, they now play the games here. Great location, great site. Just pass back out, and that is intercepted. That was Karen Theobald. She booted out. Washington and Canton battling here. Washington, most of this is being played as that is shot on goal from up midfield on the Washington side, is picked off by Abadeski. What I have seen thus far, a vast improved Canton squad from past years. Good. Fair amount of people making the trip from Canton to Washington, about an hour. Jones, she'll pass it off, but it's deflected away, and Washington comes up with a steal. That's Olivia Damery. Now Canton with a steal. Erica Jones, I believe. Washington comes up with a steal, pass down to Josie Morgan, but Canton nearly coming up the steal, but deflection. Washington comes up with it. Centering the ball was Zoe Trapp, and that goes through the goal post. And it's out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Canton. Can't tell for sure. It might be Theobald that is doing goal kick. Damery centers the ball. It's deflected back out. That is deflected. Shot by Trapp. And coming up with that is Ely. Ely passes it off. It's open. Vanavong clears it out. It's knocked out of bounds. Off of Washington. Couldn't tell the number, but it will be Canton throw in. Approach the 24-minute mark here in Washington, the first half. Thereabouts. Canton with a throw in. Trapp passes it off, and Canton coming up with that. Out of bounds, and it will be a Washington throw in. I believe that is Bushman with the throw in. Passes it ahead. Morgan. That is deflected, and Canton comes up with it. Shooting up the far sidelines. It's out of bounds, and it'll be off of Washington, so a Canton throw in. And I believe substitutions.
Number 8, Michaela Wilson.
Substitution for Canton, Michaela Wilson. You look across the soccer field, that's the 5-point center here in Washington. No score. We're in the first half here. Try to center it, but Canton clears it out, and Washington coming up with that. That is Kara Jacobs. She gets it back. She'll bring it back. I believe that's Ely. She shoots it up the left side, and that's going to go out of bounds, and it should be Canton throw in. About 21 minutes remaining. Scoreless ball game. In out of bounds off of Washington, so a Canton throw in. About halfway through this first half. That's a steal off of Damery. Collecting it out of bounds. Claire Ford, and it should be a Washington throw in. And I think we're going to have some more substitutions.
Alexis Hernandez.
Lauren Ely will throw it in for the Lady Panthers. Rather, Jones had it, and it is Jones who clears it downfield. You can tell as that gets past Morgan, Abadeski goes out and gets it, and she'll kick it away. You can tell Washington, well, maybe not have had a lot of games on this field. You can tell it's their home field. They're just a step a little faster to the ball than Canton is right now. Still a scoreless ball game. First half of play. We are past the halfway point. Nothing is the score. Scoreless ball game, or 0-0. It's easier to say scoreless ball game. And that's going to be, it should be offsides. So it'll be a Canton penalty. A free kick by Canton. Still scoreless, first half of play. Chasing it down, that is Trapp. Trapp centers the ball, but going to get it was Abadeski, and she'll kick it away. Washington with possession. Washington with a pretty good job, and that is wide to the right. If it had been, that might have been a goal.
Number 18, Lexi Service.
It would have been more centered. Abadeski went up to get it, and it just barely went over her. So that could have been a goal, but it was wide to the right. Doesn't matter. Out of bounds. It'll be a Washington throw in. We're in the first half, a scoreless ball game. Washington and Canton, opening night of Mid-Illini Soccer for girls soccer play. glad to be with you. And Abaduski scoops that in, so a goal save.
No, the last time
Let's see what we have. Canton, as we said, just first game on turf, so they're just a step slower than Washington for the most part. The loose balls, going to get them anyway. Into the side of the net, and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick by Canton. Another area the Lady Giants struggling with a little bit tonight is passing, and that how much of just being a step slow on the turf is a factor in that. That is a strong possibility. A scoreless ball game here from Babcock Field, Washington. Like just over 24 minutes, so we're at about the 16-minute mark of this first half of play, still scoreless. Deflected is coming up with that was Kara Jacobs. She'll center it and deflects it out of bounds. It should be a throw in, Washington. That is centered and a nice header tips it out. And Canton comes up with that loose ball. What a good steal, but then cleared out by the Lady Giants. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Washington throw in. Steal, Washington comes up with that as comes up with that steal. Washington gets it right back. Stockhoff comes up with the steal. She shoots it up, but it's intercepted, deflected. It's Kara Jacobs that comes up with a steal. It's out of bounds, and it should be Canton throw in and another substitution.
Number 6, Maddie Strantz.
Strantz returning to the game for the Lady Giants. That is Swope. She'll dribble it upfield. Shoots it ahead, passing it. But it's Washington that comes up with a steal. Passing game by the Lady Panthers. Damery puts it back as Ely. Pass. Lexi service. It's out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Giants. We'll recap the first half at the end, or at halftime. It's out of bounds, and it'll be a Washington throw in. off just a little bit, so it'll be a goal kick by the Lady Giants. And they play 40 minutes. Check that. It'll be a corner kick. My apologies. We are approaching this being 3/4 of the way through. 11:24 and counting down. We're in the first half. That's out of bounds. And again, a corner kick by the Lady Panthers.
I have a comb if you want it.
Still a scoreless game. Canton and Washington, this opening night of Mid-Illini Conference Soccer. Stockoff coming up with that steal. She'll shoot ahead and pass the Canton player. Washington will shoot it out of bounds, and it'll be a Canton throw-in. And another substitution.
Canton, number 2, Kaylin Jones.
Dude, I killed it. What was it? Fly? No, there was a wasp in the pod. You killed it, it died.
Approach the 10-minute mark here in the first half, so we played just about 30. That, a shot on goal, and it is picked up by Haley Crum, the keeper for Washington. That's the first time we've mentioned her name. She'll kick it out. Scoreless tie here in the first half. Pretty solid ball game here tonight. Washington and Canton. That is deflected, but Swope coming up with it. She'll shoot it ahead, but it's deflected away. Washington, I believe that's Ely. Strantz, I believe, coming up with that. She lost it. And Washington will shoot it ahead. And Abadeski coming out to get that. She'll kick it away. Washington coming up with it.
I can guarantee you we don't have 2 games. Where is it? It is.
That is deflected, and Abadeski again snares that one, and it'll be another kick.
So, I mean, look. Look how I'm trying to get your picture. Because I was like, oh, I can't get my haircut. What's wrong? I can't.
Ely dribbles it out. Has it taken away. And Washington comes up with it, though. Puts it down the sideline. And they center it. Nice effort by the Canton defender. And clearing it out is Kaylin Jones. And again, Abadeski coming up with that. And we're down to about 8 minutes remaining here in this first half. Still scoreless, Canton and Washington. Dribbling it up the near sideline. Catch that number. This lighting sometimes not the best. Clears the goals. And it'll be a Canton goal kick. Scoreless tie. Girls high school soccer here in the Peoria area, the Mid-Illini Conference. As it's between Canton and Washington, the Lady Giants and the Lady Panthers. Washington with the throw-in. Canton nearly coming up with that steal, and they do, but battling for it, and it will be Washington that comes away with it. clears it out. Washington again comes up with it. And that'll be out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick by the Lady Giants. We're in the first half. I'm Mark Bixler. I'm Bixler Video Productions. Again, we want to take the time that that'll be out of bounds on the end, so it'll be another goal kick by the
and it was like still right there.
Lady Giants. We do want to encourage those watching that show appreciation to the businesses that are underwriting and bringing you the events and sporting events that we bring to you on Canton Public Access TV, as Abadeski again coming up with that. Loose ball. Go in and tell them thank you. Patronize them as well. Jones flex it off of the Washington player, so it will be goal kick by Canton as we now approach the 5-minute mark here of this first half. Scoreless tie. And Bixler Video Productions. I'm Mark Bixler, owner of Bixler Video Productions. That goes over the goal again. So it'll be a goal kick by the Lady Giants. 4 minutes remaining.
She took that was dog bitter, so she had to make it get.
Rolls out of bounds on the far side, and it will be a Washington throw-in.
In for Canton,
Substitution
number 12,
coming
Gibson,
in.
And in for Washington, number 5, Addison Prina.
Addison Prina coming in for the Lady Panthers. That header goes toward the Canton goal, but Abadeski picking it up, and she'll throw it in. Still scoreless, as we now are under the 3-minute mark. That is Abadeski coming up with that. Still scoreless here in the first half. Swope chasing it down, but Washington comes away with it. Beautiful field here at Washington.
Mine's on July 7th, and then my brother's is July 21st. And then my parents are the same. Were born on the same day, but not the same year. So we're all born in July. My birthday was 7707.
That is going to be out of bounds, and it'll be a Canton throw-in. Time winding down here in the first half. A scoreless ball game here on the opening night of Mid-Illini Girls Soccer action. That's Morgan as she passes it off. Chasing it down is Trapp. And that's a steal. I believe that might, is that Ford over there? I think maybe it is. It's out of bounds off of Canton, so it'll be a Washington throw-in.
Say something. Oh yeah, I forgot. I usually speak German and English.
In out of bounds. Washington throw-in.
Did it take long to learn English? I heard it.
It's a shot on goal, and Abadeski coming away with that once again.
I feel like German's a lot harder to say. You have to like do that. No, I heard it. English is the hardest language to learn. I know.
And that will end the first half of play. So one half is in the books here at Washington. It's a scoreless tie between Canton and Washington in this opening night of Mid-Illini Soccer action. I'm Mark Bixler, Bixler Video Productions. We'll be back and we'll take a look at the first half of play here from Washington in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, Bartonville, Farmington, and Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillen, your agent. By Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton. By Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A. And by Bixler Video Productions. Call us for more information about underwriting. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, located in Farmington and in Canton. By Canton NAPA, located on North 1st Avenue in Canton. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD? Call us for more information. And it is halftime here at Washington. A scoreless ball game as the Washington Lady Panthers and the Canton Lady Giants battling in this Mid-Illini Conference soccer game. This is Canton's first game on turf this year, and it seems a step slow to a certain extent, but nonetheless, both teams playing fairly well, and Washington getting more shots on goal than the Lady Giants are at this point, but still a great soccer game for an opening round matchup in the Mid-Illini Conference, and we expect a great second half as well. Canton getting a handful of shots on goal, but nonetheless still battling in this one as Canton and Washington right now battling to a scoreless tie. Time will tell what will take place in the second half. Canton entering this ball game at 4-1-1. Washington entered tonight's ball game at 2-1 on the season. Of course, Ashley Eck, the head coach of the Canton Lady Giants, and Nathan Sidwell, the head coach of the Washington Lady Panthers. Again, it is halftime here at Washington. I'm Mark Bixler, Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you here for this matchup, this Mid-Illini Conference matchup between Canton and Washington. We're going to take another break. As we said, The score here at the half at Washington, it is Canton 0, Washington 0. We'll be back with the second half of soccer action from Washington, Babcock Field, in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, Bartonville, Farmington, and Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillen, your agent. By Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton. By Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A. And by Bixler Video Productions. Call us for more information about underwriting. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, located in Farmington and in Canton. By Canton NAPA, located on North 1st Avenue in Canton. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by Bixler Video Productions, want a DVD? Call us for more information. Second half is underway. Washington with possession to start the second half. Canton open possession in the first half. It's a scoreless ball game here thus far. As we've completed 40 minutes of play, we'll now play the second 40 minutes.
We need to win.
2-1 is the record for Washington. 1-1 is the record for the Little Giants of Canton. So the Little Giants, the Lady Giants, off to a pretty good start this year. Excuse me, but as we, sports director at WBYS and myself have talked, this will, now with starting the Mid-Illini, this will give you a projection of just where the Lady Giant soccer program is now that Mid-Illini play has started. And thus far, they are faring fairly well. Out of bounds, it'll be a Canton throw-in. A scoreless ball game here as we are in the opening moments of the second half. That's off of Strantz. It'll be a Washington throw-in.
You should have said yes. Okay, let's not act.
Certainly glad to be with you here in Washington for this girls' high school soccer game.
That's the only bad thing that
It's trapped. She'll dribble it through. It's deflected away, though, and Washington maintaining position. Olivia Damery, Ely chasing it down, and that is centered. Shot on goal, goes wide to the right, and it'll be a Canton goal kick. Just about 3 minutes here in this second half.
Wait, how long are you staying
We'll clear it out. That's Stockhouse.
Is anyone here with you?
Shoots it down the far sidelines. That rolling toward the out of bounds line. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a Canton throw in.
What's your buddy's name?
That is a steal, but Canton clears it out. Strands couldn't maintain possession. Washington coming away with it. That's Bushman coming up with that. I believe it's, I want to say it's 00, Abigail Riley. I'm not sure if it's Carmen Abadeski in the game or Abigail Riley. And that's going to be, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe a free kick. Looks like it's going to be. So the penalty going against Canton. Washington getting the free kick as we approach. We played about 4.5 minutes here in this second half. All the way across the field. We are down to the 35-minute mark. It will be a goal kick by Canton. So we played 5 minutes here in the second half, still scoreless. We're going 45 minutes without a score.
You should be like, I'm not even from
That goes out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in, a Washington throw-in.
Washington, number
Substitution.
5, Addison Prina.
Do we have an accent? Yes.
Just over the goal. So it'll be a goal kick by Canton.
Do we have like an accent? What's wrong? Like, can you like do our accent?
That was cleared out. Washington coming away with it though. His job of dribbling past the defense of Canton. That is just over the keeper's goal, keeper's hands. At the 33-46 mark, Josie Morgan with that goal, and Washington leading it 1-0. Back in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, Bartonville, Farmington, and Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillen, your agent. By Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton. By Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A. And by Bixler Video Productions. Call us for more information about underwriting. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, located in Farmington and in Canton. By Canton NAPA, located on North 1st Avenue in Canton. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD? Call us for more information. And we welcome you back to Washington. It's a 1-0 lead for the Lady Panthers of Washington over Canton Lady Giants. Josie Morgan getting that goal at the 33-46 mark here of the second half. Just over 46 minutes. Each team pitching a shutout as coming away with that. Kicked out. Stay with Abadeski. That's what we had marked down as a starter, but it's 00 in the goal, not 0. We have Abigail Riley as 00 and Carmen Abadeski as 0. Chasing it down, she'll center it, and it is out of bounds, deflected, and it'll be a corner kick for Washington. Or will it? No, it'll be. Nope, they say it was not off of Canton, so it'll be a goal kick by
Like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
the Lady Giants.
Yes, it is. Mozzarella.
A 1-0 lead for Washington. Canton coming up with that goal save. Abadusky.
Banana.
Fight for the ball. Washington comes out with it. Swope comes up with that steal. She'll shoot it ahead. Stockhoff chasing it down. And Swope at the Stockhoff, but gets past her, and it'll roll out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Washington. Mark Bixler, Bixler Video Productions, glad to be with you here tonight from Washington. 1-0 lead for the Lady Panthers.
No, I literally started getting an accent.
Take me when you next time. No, I was in my back.
Yeah, I said something and it's like,
It's out of bounds off of Canton, so Washington throw in. Swope coming up with that steal, passing it ahead, but Washington tips it out. Washington maintaining possession. It's down, and that is Strands, but
yeah, like around the floor.
lost it momentarily, and it was tipped out of bounds by the Lady Panthers. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be again a Canton throw in. Actually, it'll be a corner kick for the Lady Giants.
My sister tried to teach me, but she just ended up doing it. Then all the hair
That is going to be cleared out, but not, and that is trying to be centered. Attempt to center it, but Swope shoots it toward the goal, but it is picked up by Crum. Second half of play, a 1-0 lead for Washington. That is picked up by the goalkeeper for the Little Giants, the Lady Giants. Lone goal thus far, Josie Morgan at the 33-46 mark here in this second half.
One day. Do you mind this stuff? No. No, it's nice. I'll come over to my house the day before the last day. Do like a beautiful day on like, no, that's not great.
Shot toward the corner, Damery, and then out of bounds.
I'm not even kidding, I will.
Out the end, and it'll be a Canton goal kick.
It's like the day before we go on school. They're on the grade school.
They're technically really tiny braids.
Oh, well, I know what that is. What's a cornrow? It's like tons of like roses swirling in it.
With that, and Washington coming away with it, but looks like Canton came up with it there, and actually it's a nice pass, shoots it ahead, and shoots it downfield, deflected.
Oh, is that our goal?
Chasing it down is the keeper, Haley Crum, and she'll kick it out.
Yeah, those are like the average.
I'm so bad at like. Whenever someone says I just like picture my face.
Save before it goes out of bounds, and Washington comes away with it. And down is Trapp. Dusky comes up with that again. It's a downfield. Washington with it. Slows it down, but Washington coming up with the loose ball.
Yay, that's the Freedom team, not the only one.
Dribbling it out. Up with that is Lauren Ely. She'll shoot it down the sideline. That stays in. Strands chases it down. Shoots it up the sideline, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a Washington throw-in.
Katie, who's that? The guy who's that?
1-0 Washington with the lead over Canton. There's a shot off goal, but Dusky coming up with that again, defending. Second half of play. Washington getting their lone score at the 33-46 mark. Dusky again comes up with that loose ball. She'll kick it away. Shoots it up the sideline. Dusky clears it out. Looks like a corner kick by Washington. Hits the upright. Center bar on the goalpost, the football field goalpost. So it'll be a goal kick by Canton. Mark Bixler with you on Bixler Video Productions. Canton in possession, but that is a steal. Coming up with that is Josie Morgan. She has the lone goal. Thus far, Washington with an opportunity, but missed it. And what do we have? It looks like it'll be a goal kick by Canton. Okay. 1-0 Washington leading this over the Lady Giants from Canton. Lady Panthers with the lead. It's Canton with that goal kick, and it is deflected out of bounds. It'll be a Washington throw-in, or excuse me, Canton throw-in. Washington coming up with that. Passes it on the near side, Canton deflecting it, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Washington throw-in. Morgan on the near side, she'll shoot it to the center, and it is going to be a kick, and it is another goal for Washington at the 23-22 mark. This time it's Lauren Ely that comes up with it, and Washington now leads it 2-0 over the Canton Lady Giants. We're going to take another break, back in just a moment. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, Bartonville, Farmington, and Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillen, your agent. By Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton. by Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A, and by Bixler Video Productions. Call us for more information about underwriting. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, located in Farmington and in Canton, by Canton NAPA, located on North 1st Avenue in Canton. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD? Call us for more information. And we welcome you back to Washington at Babcock Field. 2-0 the score. Washington getting a goal, second goal at the 23-22 mark by Lauren Ely. The first goal coming at the 33-46 mark here in the second half, with Josie Morgan getting that goal. That gave Washington the 1-0 lead. Ely's goal giving them the 2-0 lead. Second half of play, Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions. Certainly glad to be with you here. Our first high school soccer game in actually quite a while. We did a boys game a few years ago, and hopefully we'll be doing a lot more in the near future. Your home of Canton High School sports since 2010. Yeah, with that goal saved, 2-0 score here, Washington and Canton. Actually, we're going to go a step further and say you're home of Canton sports, because we do quite a few of Canton Ingersoll games as well. For that matter, we've been doing a lot of North Fulton, Lewistown, and Farmington since 2010 as well. South Fulton as well. Not sure what that was, but it looks like it's going to be a throw-in or a free kick. So it's going to be a throw-in for Canton. This spring, this is the only soccer game that we have scheduled, but we are going to try and see what we can do and maybe pick up something later on in the year, but we'll have to wait and see in regard to that. It's tough with the soccer field here at Canton. There's really not a good place to videotape from with that.
Someone else get yours. I prefer Target. I got mine from Target this year. It's like crocheted, it's like orange.
Goal kick for the
Ashley Crum.
Like I don't have boobs, so it's
Also in for
Lady Giants. 2-0 is the score. We played a scoreless half, but the goal at the 33-46 mark, just about 6 minutes into the second half, gave Washington the lead, and they added another one almost
into Washington, number 18.
17 minutes into the second half, and they now lead at 2-0 here in the second half. We're halfway through the second half.
I'll take you there when we go high. Can we go to hot yoga? Hot yoga. I'll be tagging along for hot yoga. I haven't been in a while.
I gotta find it. Not gonna go to practice.
Out of bounds. It'll be a Canton throw in.
Yeah, I'm watching Mother Tongue in the German. I just
Washington, as that Strantz deflects it away. And Washington comes away with it, though, again, as they shoot it downfield. That's Ely. She had the last goal for Washington.
You're so speedy.
And Abadusky comes up with that.
Welcome to America. Oh my gosh, really?
Swope tips it ahead, but Washington comes away with it. They'll shoot it across field.
Did you understand it?
What?
Again, we want to say, for those of you watching, we hope that you patronize those businesses that are helping underwrite our ball games. And let them know, go in and say thank you to them, that they are helping. Because without them, we would not be able to do what we do. Slope passes it ahead, and it is tipped away. Washington coming up with it. And that shoots down the sidelines. And apparently out of bounds. It'll be a Canton throw in. We are winding down here. We're in the halfway through the second half. Washington leading at 2-0. That is Morgan. She had the first goal. Ely was looking for the second goal right there, her second, but Abadusky would have nothing of that, and she'll kick it away. Ely passes it down to the corner, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be Canton throw in. We're in the second half, 2-0. Washington with the lead over the Lady Giants of Canton. Deflected and looks like it's going to be a free kick, so the penalty going against Washington. That kicked out of bounds. Canton throw in.
In for Canton, number 13, Caitlin Ferguson. And in for Washington,
Caitlin Ferguson
number 14,
in for
Alexis
the Lady
Hernandez,
Giants.
and number 10, Macy Sopanavon.
Be a Washington throw in. Shoot it up the sideline. Canton deflects it. Ely overshoots the goal. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Giants.
In for Washington, number 17, Paige Craig.
Are you sure? That was Josie.
Two 0 Washington. Canton hanging in there. They are
Yeah, that's too good to enter.
continuing to play hard. And not giving up by any stretch of the imagination. That goes through and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Canton.
Just going to see it.
Badesky again coming up with that. She'll kick it away.
People don't have like pay to do that. Is it on that website? Are you taking Yeah, because this is
Zoe Trapp will throw it in for Washington with the throw in. Canton chasing it down. Lexi service. And it's out of bounds, and I think it's going to be a corner kick for Washington. And that's out of bounds. And again, off of Canton, though, it'll be a throw in, or check that, a corner kick for the Lady Panthers of Washington. Badesky going out, and she chases it down and catches it. So she'll kick it away. And ahead it goes. Sarah Jacobs with the header. Right now that is Zoe Trapp. And it shoots up the corner, but Canton saves it, and it goes out of bounds. They say off of Canton. Well, off of Washington. So Canton throw in. That time again off of Washington. Thought that one actually was off of Canton, but well, Washington zips it down the field.
And then this is what she got.
That is Ely. And she'll shoot it wide to the left.
In for Canton, number 2, Kaylin Jones.
That will shoot out of bounds, or will it? Nope, it stays in. Nice job of handling that time by Zoe Trapp. Deflected, Washington maintaining possession. That will, Washington still with it, but Canton battling back. That will be pushed out, but Washington coming up with it. Still 2-0, centered, and unable to get anything with that. Washington again that shoots over the goal and out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Giants of Canton as we are winding down. We're under 10 minutes. Actually approaching the 9-minute mark. Abaduski deflects it, nearly a goal, but she gets it before it crosses the line. Two 0 Washington. Both goals coming here in the second half. We played a scoreless tie through 40 minutes of play, first half. Washington getting a goal by Josie Morgan at the 33:46 mark, and then another one by Lauren Ely at the 23:22 mark here in the second half. 7:45 remaining here in the second half of play. Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions, glad to be with you this afternoon for this high school girls soccer matchup. Winding down.
We'll take some cute couple pictures, like, I'll be like, no, turn it, yeah, like that. Like, just type anything, like, cheer.
Abaduski going out and getting it again. She'll kick it away.
Like, so we can take pictures. No, it's got the like,
Tried to stop that and ended up falling down as a result. Quite get her footing, but Washington still with possession. However, they kick it out of bounds, and it will be a Canton throw. Or will it?
In for the Panthers, number
No, it's
2,
going to be a Washington throw in. I thought that went off of Washington. She kicked it out of bounds. It must have deflected off of a Canton player, and I just didn't catch it. Ely deflected away. Stockov fires, and it's going to be picked up by Crum. Savannah Bong had it, and Canton, though, coming up with it, and that is going to be offsides, so it will be a free kick by the Lady Giants. Or check that, a free kick by Washington. Or check that, Abaduski coming up with that.
The sock box. The fan box. What's a good name?
Addison Prina.
The roach box.
Battling for was Kara Jacobs. She scoots it up the sideline, centers it, but kicking it out of bounds, Karen Theobald. And it will be Canton throw in. We're down to about 4 minutes remaining.
It's not close.
And that's going to be a trip, and it will be a free kick.
All right, if I fall, call somebody.
That goes high. And it will be a
Number 8, Michaela Wilson.
goal kick for the Lady Giants as we are winding down.
No, I did it once for a long time. I think it's all.
2-0 Washington leading this. Trying to add to their lead, but Canton denies that, shoots it ahead. Washington coming up with that loose ball, though. Brian, or Prina, I should say, as that is passed off to Bushman. Strands. That was Swope that booted it ahead. Strands comes up with the loose ball. She'll pass it over. That is Chloe Allen. Ahead it goes. Centers it. Loose and kicked away by Canton. Swope comes up with that. She'll look to dribble pass and cannot. Has her pocket picked, and coming up with that was Ashley Crum. Swope gets it back. She'll pass it ahead. Stock off. She'll fire on goal, and it goes wide left. "2-0 Washington leading this. We are winding down here. Minute 45 remaining here. As the Lady Panthers of Washington leading it, as we said, till 2-0. I'm Mark Bixler. Again, we want to remind those watching, we appreciate the fact you watch, but we want to encourage you to go patronize those businesses who are underwriting. One. Number two, we encourage you to say thank you as well to them, because without their underwriting the events, we wouldn't be able to bring them to you. So we appreciate that fact, and we'd appreciate it if you would say thank you. It's out of bounds. Time winding down here on the Lady Giants. They trail 2-0. Ely passes it to the near side. That is deflected out of bounds, I think. Paige Craig with that shot, but it goes off the goal, and I believe it was deflected, so it will be a throw-in. Check that corner kick. And Abadeski will cover it.
Like, this is my sister. Oh, sorry.
And that likely going to be wind this one down. And it does. That will do it. A 2-0 win for Washington over Canton. I'm Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions. We're going to take a quick break as Washington defeating Canton here in Girls High School Soccer. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, Bartonville, Farmington, and Canton. Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillen, your agent. By Spoon River Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton. By Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Call us for more information about underwriting. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver the Bank of Farmington, located in Farmington and in Canton, by Canton NAPA, located on North 1st Avenue in Canton. Big Horse Vineyard, located east of Lewistown. Canton Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD? Call us for more information. And we welcome you back to Washington. The final score is Washington edging Canton 2-0, the final score. Both goals coming in the first 20 minutes here in the second half, and pulling out the 2-0 win. Washington improves to 3-1. Canton falling to 4-2-2 and 0-1 in the Mid-Illini Conference. Again, the final score 2-0. Washington tops the Canton Lady Giants in girls soccer action, Mid-Illini Conference play. The scoring coming both in the second half. After the first half, Canton and Washington battling to a scoreless tie. At the 33-46 mark, Josie Morgan getting a goal from the right side, giving Washington the 1-0 lead. And then about 10 minutes later, Lauren Ely getting it from the middle of the field on the Washington end. Lauren Ely getting a goal, and that was the scoring in tonight's ball game. And that gave Washington the 2-0 lead, and Canton then dug their feet in and held Washington scoreless the rest of the ball game. But unfortunately for the Lady Giants, could not dent the scoring column tonight and shut out. Again, the final score here from Washington at Babcock Field, Washington 2 and the Canton Lady Giants 0. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast of high school girls soccer action. Hope that you enjoyed it. Glad to be here from Washington's Babcock Field. Again, the final score, Washington 2, Canton 0. For Bixler Video Productions, I'm Mark Bixler. Until next time, so long, everybody.